thank you for tuning into this masterclass. Today I'm going to teach you dueling. Dueling is a way to manipulate an entire map into allowing you to have a one-on fight with virtually anybody of your choice, so long as you set the circumstances in motion. I'm going to showcase this with the worst build possible. Sneak -2 with 1 for agility. First thing we want to do is we want to rest until evening. This involves some sneaky stuff, and it also involves stealing, all right? That's why we want it to be nighttime. It just gives us an edge in that respect, and it helps convert our -2 sneak into basically a -22. Definitely an improvement. You're going to give 2 doses of jet to each one of these guys that guards the shopkeep here in San Francisco, okay? That's what we've done. All I've done is I've given each one of these guys 2 doses of jet apiece, and I've not given myself any jet. Now we're going to start stealing from this guy, but we want to make sure that none of these pedestrians are looking at us. If they're looking at you, that's a problem. So before you do anything, push these guys away and have them go another direction, but do not let them look at you. All right? Get them out of there. Okay, good. So now that they're not looking at you, now is your chance. Oh, see that guy's looking at us? Okay, good. Now's your chance. Make sure you're sneaking, and now start stealing. So we got caught there, but that's okay. Now, before we try this again, we had to make sure that other guy wasn't looking at us. Sneak and then go back into stealing. And now get caught again. So what we've just done is I've given everybody in this room that could observe me 2 doses of jet, and I jet tricked them. The people I didn't give jet were these pedestrians out here. If you wanted to, you could give them all jet, and then they wouldn't see you too. But we're not going to do that. I'm going to hit the spacebar button, and just like that, we are now dueling. So this is a one-on-one fight. What we're going to do so that I can get an edge here is I'm going to take a couple doses of jet, and then I'm just going to punch this dude until he's down. All right, I'm going to hit the spacebar button here. And I can hit the enter button. So which means I can take all of his money and I can run over here and his entire inventory is mine. I've just changed hands. So now this shop is mine and nobody's mad at me. All right, so now I want to show you how to do this with a more realistic build that you're actually going to be bringing to the table on your runs. First things first, we want to rest until midnight. That way we get an edge, okay? We're coming with a lot more agility with this build and we're coming with a lot more sneak. Coming in at midnight increases our sneak, as far as I've ever seen, by a solid 20%. No laughing matter. And then we're going to go ahead, just like we did before, we're going to give each one of these guys 2 doses of jet. See, we're using a different build now. The sneak is 39 and we've got 8 for agility. Now give this guy 2 doses of jet as well, and then run over here and then give this guy 2 doses of jet. Hit the 5 button on yourself to jet trick. Now make sure that nobody's looking at you. Good. None of those civilians are looking at us. Now's our chance. Do it now. So we can go ahead and we stole once and he's going to give us a courtesy. Now this guy right here, before you do anything, push this guy out of the way. Now if you wanted to, you could give all these guys a whole bunch of jet and you could give all those civilians beer and you could get them drunk. I'm not going to do that here. I'm just going to show you the basic way to do it by being here at midnight, giving those 4 guys 2 doses of jet apiece, and then goat herding those civilians away when they get too close and when they're looking at us. All right, now make sure you're sneaking here, and now you're caught, okay? So what we're going to do to initiate this duel is we're going to hit the spacebar button. Now we're dueling. We have a one-on-one fight, and the entire map is okay with this. So go ahead and take out your preferred weapon of choice and then drop this sucker. We've got sequence on the map, so we can't just sneak out right away. Now, nobody's aggressive towards us, and I mean nobody. That was a fully legit fight, and I can take all this shopkeep inventory anytime that I want. It's mine now. All right? So now I want to show you how to do it to another shopkeep in San Francisco. So you're going to run over here. You don't have to be as worrisome about the civilians because they never really come up around here. Still, give yourself the edge and rest until midnight. There's a couple guards here that you got to take care of with Jet. So give each guard that's around this shopkeep 2 doses of Jet, and go to all 4 corners and make sure you got them all, because there's guards all over the place. And then I think there's one more guy right here. Now don't forget him, and give him 2 doses of Jet. Hit the 5 button on yourself to start the Jet trick. Now this guy's tougher than nails. So in addition to sneaking, go ahead and put some armor on, because this guy will absolutely massacre you. So go ahead and steal in sneak mode, and then do whatever it takes to get caught so that we can start dueling. All we need to do now, he might have sequence on us. He might get a double. Okay, he's getting a double here. He's got sequence, not a big deal. Hit the spacebar button, and now we're dueling. He's all ours. So now I can fight this guy one-on-one, and the entire map is okay with this. I say again, there is no risk of new entrants becoming aggravated and added in onto the list of attackers. Okay, this is a one-on-one fight. It's a bona fide duel. Boy, can this guy pack a wallop. So when you're gonna duel this guy, you got to be super duper careful, because he can kill you. All right, now these guys are on Jet. Don't you worry about them. When you get back up on your feet, you just keep on fighting this guy. Sooner or later, you will drop him. We have sequence on the map, so hit the space bar. Now hit the enter button. I can take his loot. I can run over to these guys. Nobody's mad at me. Nobody wants to fight. And now his entire shop is mine. It's all mine. Next thing I want to do is I want to show you how high up we can use dueling. What we're going to do is we're going to set up a simple duel against the president of the enclave. All right, so I want to showcase what we've got here. We've got 99 for sneak and 3 for perception and 10 for agility. It's pretty gosh darn okay as far for our purposes. Run up to Dick Nickerson and then segue out of conversation. You're going to go ahead and sneak. Now notice how we are not giving anybody any Jet. I have tested this 100% of the time. So long as you have at least 99 sneak, you will absolutely get away with this. So we're going to go ahead and set up a duel. Part 1, remember, we didn't give anybody Jet. We relied on our sneak skill. Now, part 2 is to run exactly here and hit the spacebar button. And guess what? We are now dueling with the president of the enclave. So you can go ahead and have your way on this guy and hit the spacebar button, because we do have sequence on the map, and then hit the enter button. And just like that, we've got his passkey. Guys, try this in your own game. You're absolutely going to love it. Bye now.